So it's the second highest total. 35 points. Pfizer, number 1 at 38. And Durant rattles that one home.
Now the question all season for Kansas is, who is your go-to guy? Right now, they have 4 of them on the floor, including the freshman.
Collins pulls up with the jumper. Not there. Ball tipped over to Durant. Taken away by Wright. And now Augustine has it.
Augustine needs to settle here.
He's going to take it right around. Give it up to James. And Rick Barnes is saying, hey, let's run a play.
Same play, they're going to cross screen.
Abrams for 3, got it.
Chalmers gambled and came up empty. And A.J. Abrams, the veteran, only a sophomore, made him pay. You see Chalmers overrun the ball. Abrams looks back. And you don't give this guy that much room. One of the best and underrated shooters in the country.
Now Collins looks up at the scoreboard. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Puts up a 12-footer, knocks it down. Bill Self calls a timeout. Here comes the play, and it comes into James. They bounce it right back to Augustine, and now to Durant.
See, they're trying to figure out who to foul. They didn't get it.
And they don't want to foul this guy. Durant. Plenty of time on the shot clock. So he hasn't had the opportunity. First one on the way, and he missed it. But that's interesting that Kansas will have all 5 people foul here.
Exactly. You need to play the percentages.
Winder, second one on the way, and he got that one. 3-point lead. Texas calls a timeout.
Let's see if they switch the man and they.
Collins
stayed zone.
Chalmers far 3. Got it. Augustine. And Texas calls a timeout with 13.8 seconds left.
A little surprise. Texas went zone. Kansas set a ball screen which freed Chalmers, and Abrams is late. Chalmers, of course, Johnny on the spot. Can't draw it up any better than that.
Chalmers, the MVP of last year's game. He just hit the 3 that tied it. Will he be this year? Clock is down. They go to Durant. Spins around. The jump shot. Too hard. Taken away by Rush. And the shot no good. The first overtime in Big 12 championship game history.
You hurt the team when you pass up open shots.
That's right.
If your role is to score. People think of a role player as a guy that doesn't shoot. No, you do what you do best.
Russell Robinson got it, rattled it home.
Now, Russell Robinson is not nearly the player of Brandon Rush, but his toughness is evident right there.
That's only his 3rd point of the ball game, but how huge was that one? As Abrams is able to bring that pass down that was very high.
Assistant coaches at Kansas have told us often, Russell Robinson is good because he thinks he's good.
James, right after him. Strong to the hoop. Ball in the air, taken away by Russell Robinson. KU will push it up. They lead by 2. We're in the first overtime. Regulation ended at 79 apiece. Wright had a foul against Durant. A bit of a murmur. There's no real cheer right now as Wright shoots it and misses the first one. Second one on the way, got that one. 3-point margin by the Kansas Jayhawks, the #1 seeds in this year's tournament.
I still like Augustine's dribble penetration, but there's the switch now. Kansas is switching all screens.
Augustine, Ashley gets the screen. Shot clock is about to hit 10. Augustine, the bouncer to Durant. Durant, Augustine, blocked by Rush, taken away by Collins.
The best shot blocking guard in the country.
And here come the Longhorns. Can they send it to a second overtime? Augustine, it is blocked by Jackson, and he was able to hold on to it, and he was fouled. 13.2 seconds left.
The incredible thing about this block is Darnell Jackson, rather than swatting it out of bounds as Texas goes for the quick two, watch him block it softly to keep it in play, and he gets his own block shot. Now, if you remember a guy named Bill Russell from the Boston Celtics.
Unless he comes up with a miracle play, down by 4 and now down by 5. Augustine rushes it up. Abrams for 3. Got it. Timeout called. And how about Jackson, who has come back home to play and has really played an important part. Russell Robinson is going to be fouled with 5.3 seconds showing on the clock. 3-point lead. Bends the knees on the way. He got it. Bill South calls a timeout. Ashley with the baseball pass. Durant, a mile high. It hit the top. It is Kansas basketball with 2 seconds left.
And that was a smart play by Rick Barnes because he saved time by getting a shot down the floor.
Julian Wright. Kansas wins back-to-back Big 12 championships.
There's the athletic ability of West, getting to that ball quickly.
Nearing the final minute of regulation in a tie game.
Kansas will get an opportunity no matter what happens here.
Muhammad on the drive. Galindo forces him to turn to the corner.
Galindo's given him a solid performance defensively as well.
Bynum created. Loose ball. Muhammad. Kansas has it. Now a held ball situation, and Georgia Tech gets it back. Jack will inbound it, as you would expect, to the Yellow Jackets into the hands of Muhammad. There's a 7-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
Jack's going to want the ball. He's going to run it back.
Bynum might want it too. Offensive foul.
Wave it off. Bynum very aggressive for the basket. I don't think if you would have said to Bill Self when they were down 16 early that they'd have the ball for the last shot to win the game, that he would have believed it.
And in a game in which they have never led for even a single second.
Watch for the offensive rebound on the missed shot. Defenses have a tendency to let up.
Shot clock turned off. Inside 10 seconds to go.
You want the experienced players. Langford's a slasher and a driver.
16-footer. Schencher. No basket, no shot, would not have counted, and we are going to overtime here in Kansas.
Wow, overtime.
Has a lot of poise and a lot of ability. Galindo, tough catch.
He's a three-point shooter, Galindo. So is J.R. Giddens, trying to get to the three-point line.
Shot clock a factor, down to 6. Galindo, a contested 3.
He's a three-point shooter, Mr. Schulman. Scouting report says he can knock down the trifecta. Here comes Langford. They were giving him just a little breather. I thought he was worn out physically.
You're right. Langford back at the table. Under 2 minutes to play in overtime for each team. We're in overtime in as entertaining a game as you'll see all year. Langford with a steal. Miles to Giddens. And Kansas has its first lead of the day.
First mistake by Jared Jack. He telegraphed that pass, and Langford read it perfectly.
Jump hook by Schencher. Rebound Galindo.
I also think he had a little fresh legs.
Boy, somebody hollered. I mean, this place got stone silent.
He's earned a lot of playing time. Last 2 performances, last 2 games, it comes up empty in 2 free throws.
2 big misses there.
Major misses there. Got to convert. You're at home. The free throw line, people said, is an area of concern. Kansas.
Bynum being hounded by Miles, who's got 4 fouls. 3 from the corner for the freshman Anthony Morrow.
Look at Morrow. You think he's basically afraid to take a big shot? With a stroke like that, I don't blame him. Coach is earning that money today. I'll tell you, that stomach is churning. There's the drive by Langford. Looking for his teammate.
Langford's got it back.
He loves to get in the lane and drive. There it is. He loves to get in the lane. Last 5 games, averaging 18 a game. He's going to have to score big in the future games without Simeon. He really responded in the second half.
Muhammad, unguarded, missed the shot. Muhammad, not a good free throw shooter, hits the first. Kansas has a chance to win it.
Just like they did in regulation. Will it be Langford time? Or maybe penetration by Miles? I would let Miles attack the basket and either look for Langford or Giddings if he's not open on the drive.
Into the hands of Langford.
They wanted to hit again. Had the last opportunity in regulation.
There he goes.
There's the spin.
Got it!
Oh! He said he'd have to come up big to win. Losing in overtime, and there's Langford, a little one-on-one move. Figured he wanted the ball prior to his injury.
Muhammad to inbound.
He can run that baseline. Tough to get a look.
Jack stepped out of bounds. No call for a travel. Jack called for a travel.
Ability to maneuver with the fact that Elder going out of the game like he did with that injury.
Giddings gets it in, and Galindo is fouled as the clock runs down to 1.6.
This shot isn't always bad. Taking the ball out of bounds. What a win. What an incredible win. They looked like they were absolutely no shot when they were down 16. They didn't look organized. Looked like they were out of rhythm.
A chance to tie or perhaps take their first lead of the game.
Zaire Smith in the middle has been a very good option. He can be a playmaker in there and then look baseline or look opposite.
Francis. Smith! They can't keep him off the glass. Timeout, Kansas.
Right at the top of the key free throw line. Nobody puts a body on him. Nobody even turns around. And he's able to get the ball in. Then he grabbed the rim. That is a great play by Zaire Smith. Man, what an athlete. Oh, what a play.
And what a play by Zaire Smith.
What a fabulous cut by Devontae Graham and a basket-saving block by Zaire Smith. Not only a great athlete, which we've praised, he's a great competitor, too.
He is going to be a star.
I think he's one now.
I agree. Can I take back that statement? Keenan Evans coming out right now. Stevenson coming in as you get a look at that block.
Boy, a great back cut. You have to make hard cuts and make a good pass here.
As Azubuike wants to give it to somebody, and he gives it to Graham.
Good decision. That's who I'd want the ball in the hands of.
Graham's calling out a play. Shot clock's running down. He does it again. A long two for Devontae Graham.
Had Zach Smith on him with his length and athleticism. And how many big-time plays is Devontae Graham going to make in this season, let alone this game? That was huge.
He has been a superstar here in the second half.
Got the switch with Jared Culver taking Azubuike. Zach Smith on Devontae Graham, just stops on a dime, gives him a little shake, backs him up, stops, and then just not enough time to recover and really affect that shot. That's a big-time offensive play. Looks like they're going to stick with a 2-3 zone. So Zaire Smith in the middle. That's where I'd go.
Right now that's him on the sideline. Now he goes to the middle. Culver the drive and the kick. Zach Smith trapped. And a turnover. Remember, he had that 1-for-8 game from the line against Oklahoma a few weeks back.
Yeah, Bill Self not going to put Azubuike in that situation again where they can play hack-a-doke like Lon Kruger did in that first Oklahoma game.
Patience from the Jayhawks, and the ball in the hands of the senior Devontae Graham. Ball on a string. Drives. Forces up a prayer that goes.
Are you kidding me? What a play.
Red Raiders looking for a quick score. Culver wasn't looking for the pass, and they turn it over again.
Devontae Graham not only making potentially a game-winning shot, but perhaps a Big 12 Player of the Year winning shot. Ball knocked away by Jared Culver. He got a hold of it and able to kiss that off the glass. You know, I've mentioned the term championship DNA, and that's exactly what Devontae Graham has.
And the rest of his teammates here in the second half. Now Mikhailuk makes the second to make it a 5-point game. Garrett in, Lightfoot out. And again, Kansas now 20 seconds away from what would be a record-setting conference championship. It would be 14 in a row. Nobody's ever done that.
Want to attack the rim here. You can always kick it out.
Hamilton for three. Out of bounds to the Red Raiders. All right, Adnan, thank you for hurrying. Getting it back here. 8 seconds left, and we get a foul going against Kansas, so that'll stop the clock. Zaire Smith at the line. Lightfoot back in for Garrett.
Right now for Kansas on the road, this second free throw is all about a block out, and if it goes in, it's about inbounding the ball cleanly, passing and catching. As you know, Texas Tech is going to come after this, trying to steal it without regard to foul.
They have to foul, and if you're Bill Self, you're okay with that.
There aren't a ton of champions. You know, Joel Berry's proven he's a champion. And here's another guy right here who has proven he is a champion.
%, missed the first. They're a game up on Texas Tech. Again, not to belabor the point, but this would be a significant accomplishment, an historic accomplishment, if Kansas wins 14 regular season titles in a row. They would clinch at least a share with a win today.
Makes it a 2-possession game if this goes in.
And it does. 6.3.
They're going to press just to slow the advance. Just don't foul if you're Kansas.
Culver gets to the rim, down to 2, but down to 1.8 seconds left. No pressure on the ball. 2 defenders on Graham. It's into the hands of Newman. They can't get the foul. And the Kansas Jayhawks have clinched at least a share of the Big 12 regular season championship. 14 conference titles in a row. That is a first in the history of Division I men's college basketball. What an incredible run.
Shannon pulls down a big rebound. Warren got it.
I'm telling you, you just said it.
Banner absorbs the contact. Puts it in. How's there no foul?
How is that a no foul? You know what? That's no foul. Well, that was a foul. Yeah, I take that back. That should have been an N1. Best shot.
Tied up. 6, 5. Harris finds Abaji. Abaji got to get it off for the win. And we're headed to overtime.
I think if you're Tech, you got to move the ball a little more. A lot of dribbling against this defense.
Williams off the glass and one. 5-point game. McCormick gets it to Brown inside. Spins it off the glass and in. Somebody got to do something here. Abaji a 3 for time.
Why he didn't go to the basket is beyond me. What a shot.
Shannon off the mark. going to double overtime. And he banked it in. Bryson Williams. Adams the rebound. Harris, left hand. With the putback.
Watch the hustle right here. Just keeping it alive. He had just gotten the offensive rebound. And that's how you make a name.
Shannon, a three to tie. And that'll do it. Kansas escapes in double overtime.
Drives, nothing straight line.
Wilson's had a quiet night. Drives, cradles, and hits.
Boy, how about that finish? For a guy that has struggled throughout the course of the game. You know, he hit the game winner against Creighton.
Can't get it there. Harris getting crunch time minutes. Puts it up, no good. And Shannon has it for Texas Tech.
Yeah, that play was designed to get an angle for McCormack, and he had the angle, but pretty darn good post defense by Santos Silva, especially with 4 fouls. Sticking with the 2-3 zone. And Texas Tech really needs to drive a gap here.
McClung might be the guy to do it. He'll give it up to Edwards. They swing to Shannon. Baseline Burton. Got it! Tie game.
Good job by Santos Silva to block off initially David McCormack so he couldn't get all the way to block that shot, and just a fantastic finish off the top of the glass. Just can't do it.
Tied at 54, Kansas ball.
Kansas just didn't get into what they wanted. They wanted a little back pick rescreen for Abaji, just never really got into it.
The drive by Garrett, smothered by Santos Silva.
Oh, didn't get close. Yeah, that should not be a reset. I don't know why it reset. The officials are on it. There was probably 10 seconds or so left on the shot clock.
McCormack. Back to Garrett, driving and scoring.
But it's a set play, obviously, a little 1-4 set along the baseline. McCormack pops out and then dribbles into a handoff action to Marcus Garrett, and that was a really strong finish to the left.
10 points, 10 rebounds for Garrett tonight. Shannon again. Got it!
What a big-time shot by Terrence Shannon.
Game clock, shot clock, basically bang on. Kansas with the ball down by 1. McCormack with a turnaround. No! Brown flying in for the rebound.
It's off McClung.
Yep.
So it's going to be Kansas ball. And then Garrett gets all the way to the basket, finishes going to his left. He's usually more of a right driver. But there's the terrific job by Peavy of driving the gap. That got Marcus Garrett to help a little bit.
Inside to Abaji to give Kansas the lead.
Boy, ran a little loop action to get the ball to McCormack, and then the second cutter was Abaji. Beautifully run.
So it comes down to this. Edwards lost it.
Boy, it was a
The timeout was called. A timeout was called.
First one for McCormack, then the second cutter. Usually it's for a lob to Abaji, but he was wide open. Just not a good job by Peavy. He was supposed to switch that.
Shannon, who's had a huge second half. Blocked by Wilson. Wilson has it, and Kansas wins it. Jalen Wilson with an enormous play at the defensive end in the closing seconds. And the Jayhawks beat the Red Raiders by 1 here in Lubbock.
Jalen Wilson, who had his struggles throughout the course of the game, does a really good job here to stay in front and then put pressure on the shot without fouling. Shannon faded away. That might have been good for a shot fake and go into the defense, but
we got 3 sophomores, a freshman, and a senior out there for K-State.
Scooch shot that ball. Nice.
Great shot there from Al Stokes. With that little floater, the scoop.
Well, if you can post Lucas
I don't mind that, but I like the ball in Mason's hands and just drive it.
Jackson rising above but couldn't finish. And now Brown up ahead.
Wow.
The glass. How about that?
And they're doing it without the two seniors, John, who are sitting at the scorer's table right now.
Timeout, Kansas. Tied up 84 apiece.
How about Kamal Stokes, the young man out of Baltimore, Charm City. Watch the floater. They come right back. And Barry Brown.
And it's proven out here tonight. Meanwhile, Bill Self and company trying to preserve a 46-game win streak here at Allen Fieldhouse. Tied up at 84 apiece as we close it on 90 seconds to go.
Going high-low here, trying to get Lucas.
Yeah, they find Lucas inside. And one. Landon Lucas to the line.
Well, that's what they call two-game. They don't run it as much as they've run it in the past. But they go right inside. And that pass is designed to go to the corner of the backboard.
Landon Lucas not able to convert the three-point play, but he's matched the career high with 16 points.
Wow, foul on Mason. Much like Mason committing to Towson and Devontae Graham committing to Appalachian State.
All tied up. 86 apiece. Kansas State's last lead, by the way, 32-31 in the first half.
Now Johnson and Lucas both have 4 fouls, and that's why I think Bill Self will try to go into Lucas. And that's his 5th foul. It's more important than giving up 2 points right there.
And Lucas has just gotten position that's been too good. I mean, he's gotten it deep. 0 for 2 from the line tonight. Gets that one. Lucas with 17. Make it 18 and a 2-point Jayhawk lead. And here comes the crowd at Allen. Owandu slashing inside and gets it to go. What a shot, Wesley Owandu.
Did he know exactly what he wanted to do? Flashed to the foul line and took it right to the basket.
Mason off balance. Lucas for the putback. Wouldn't go. Rebound Owandu.
Wow, John. How about Kansas State can take the lead? 1 timeout left.
About a 5-second differential, shot clock to game clock. And Bruce Weber calls timeout.
I just get out of his way.
Jackson on the Owandu. Wade, a 3. Owandu the rebound. Out of bounds, it's Kansas basketball. 5.6 to go. K-State has not won here since 2006.
Now, you see where Mason is, John? I would switch because he's going to come off Jackson. Couldn't get it to him.
Up to Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk for the win.
Once he caught it, it was a straight line to the rim because the defense was concentrating on Graham and Mason.
No question about it. Now, there may have been a walk in there. The basket counts. Steve Mikhailuk with his dad in the building.
Extra pass. Holmes penetrates. Finds Oshuniyi. Pump fake off the window.
So they go back to the same play, and Oshuni, his ability to pass it right there, makes a good decision. The ball moves, and that secondary offense out of the original play.
14th lead change in this Big 12 slugfest. Wilson with the left off the glass will go to the free throw line after being fouled.
Bunch of experienced guys. I won't say old. That's you and I, certainly me.
That's me too. Thanks though, brother. How about Oshuni? 14 points on 7 of 9 shooting. Now he's saddled with 4 fouls. But he's got 5 rebounds as well, averaging just 3 rebounds a year. Now he's got 6 after that. Really is coming on. 57-57. We are having fun today from Lawrence, folks. 2:35 left. Crowd on its feet. Oshuni, not his shot. Harris denied by Oshuni. Making up for the mistake. Ball goes out of bounds. Adams barrels in the grill, and it'll stay here. 10 on the shot clock. Wilson barreling to the hole. Oshuni again denies. Ball on the floor. Shot clock almost expiring, but Wilson beats it. Allen Fieldhouse is alive. Kansas has a 2-point lead inside of 2 minutes at 1:40. Kalsher from deep. .115 on the game clock, 8 on the shot clock. Backdoor, extra pass from Grady Dick to Wilson. Off the heel, Adams keeps it alive. McCullough to Wilson off the window. No, Adams' follow is no good, but he's fouled.
And then defensively, when it's looked like Kansas has had looks, he's wiped them away here as of late.
He has been the eraser with 3 blocks on the afternoon. Adams, who has struggled shooting free throws all season long, has improved recently, but that's a big miss there. Three-point advantage for the Jayhawks. Cyclones haven't scored in more than 2 minutes. Got to get one here. Knocked away by Harris in the backcourt with 10 on the shot clock. It is gathered. Here comes Holmes. Kalsher going to try and bail him out. Wow. And does. We have seen Gabe Kalsher time and time again hit a big shot, hit a step back last game for 3 to give him a win, or excuse me, last Saturday to give him a win at TCU.
They did it in a comeback win here against Oklahoma. Can they do it here again this afternoon?
Let's find out. Harris off the inbound. 25 on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock. Working on the freshman Lipsy. Adams going to work on Jones off the glass. Hadn't heard from him in a while. Here he is, the sophomore.
To not allow a head of steam for Iowa State to advance it up the floor. You're just keeping everything in front right now if you're the Jayhawks.
The freshman Lipsy sets the table. Banging with Pettiford. Here's Grill. Hadn't made a shot all half. Off the mark, Jayhawks win.
He can't shoot these free throws. He's only a 69% free throw shooter. They wanted to send someone like Keenan Evans or Aaron Ross to the line, possibly. But that time, Gray connects. 13th lead change of the game. Justin Gray, a 6'6" junior out of Tampa.
He has 8 points. Make it 9. And this Red Raiders team is 8-1 when he scores 10 or more. Tech up 2. The lob! Oh my! Graham to Jackson.
His head was nearly above the rim. But I love how quickly Kansas can get into that set play against the zone defense. Tremendous recognition.
Livingston still scoreless in this contest. Tie ball game, 1:45 to go. And with Frank Mason on the bench, it's Jayhawks Jackson's team right now.
It is. He's taken over this game, but watch for Devontae Graham. Has been quiet most of the night, but he is a big shot maker.
Jackson again. 30 points for Josh Jackson.
What a stud. Complete dominance.
Smith, the pull-up. Now some token full court pressure as they fall back. Coming up on 1 minute to go. The ball goes out of bounds, but a foul was called before that. Lucas at the line, 1-1. Missed the front end. Under a minute to go. Stevenson almost turned it over when he tripped.
They got to get the ball to Keenan Evans.
Stevenson lost it again. And the foul is going to be called, and Josh Jackson will go to the line. Jackson misses the front end. The Red Raiders haven't beaten the Jayhawks in their last 15 tries. Stevenson thought about the 3. Here's Ross. 15 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. And Graham, with 5.4 left, calls a timeout.
And here's the ISO at the top.
Jackson gets the ball. Gray fell down. Jackson got fouled.
Well, watch Landon Lucas. He sets the monster pick on Justin Gray. And then the foul is drawn. Zach Smith had to switch out. And that was close to a moving screen.
2.8 left. Jackson at the line. And he missed it. If there is one hole in Josh Jackson's game, it's at the free throw line. One-point Kansas lead, 2.8 to go. Here's Evans from half court. And it's short, and Kansas escapes by the skin of their teeth. Another one-possession heartbreaking loss for Chris Beard.
This one's to keep up with West Virginia.
Speaks to the parity around the country this year, and it speaks to the strength of this league as well. Woodard will take it. And he's got a chance for a 4-point play.
Boy, so much concern for Buddy Hield. Frank Mason helped off of his man, Jordan Woodard, and stunted to Buddy Hield. Then on the closeout to try to get back, he got contact on the shot, and a guy who has been struggling mightily over the last several games, Frank Mason, that's his 5th foul, and take over the leadership role. But the guy they've had leading them all year long and in really tough situations has been Frank Mason. And he's going to be a spectator the rest of this one. That puts a lot of responsibility on Devontae Graham. And I think Isaiah Cousins got to go after him. See if he can make him turn it over.
Again, the ball screen, and again, Graham with a wide-open 3.
And again, Oklahoma goes under. Like how you go under there, chase him over the top. What a great play by Devontae Graham. He's having a fabulous basketball game.
He's got 5 threes in this game, and he's tied a career high with 22 Cousins will answer with a long 2 at the other end.
This is the way you want to see basketball played. I mean, just two teams going at each other, making big plays. And these teams are unafraid.
Selden with a drive and draws the foul.
He hasn't played nearly as well since that 33-point game he had in Allen Fieldhouse against Kentucky. He hasn't scored in double figures since.
Not a great free throw shooter. 62% makes the first. The second would tie the game.
And Oklahoma here has got to look when they get the ball back. Boy, that's a big play there.
Green, and maybe partially deflected by Hield, or Green just left it away short, but it winds up with Graham hitting another three.
Boy, that's Kansas doing to Oklahoma what Oklahoma's done to Kansas.
On ESPN, and well, nobody's talking about Baylor a whole lot. They're at home to Texas Tech a little bit later on this evening on ESPNU. Green lost it.
What a play by Graham. Buddy Hield was out in front. He's having to backpedal a little bit. It would have been difficult once he caught it. But Brandon Green turns it over, and a terrific job running the lane and being so alert in transition. I'll tell you what, I've seen Devontae Graham play a lot of games. If he's played a better one, I missed it, because he's been terrific on the road in this one.
He's got 25 points. Offensive foul, the call. What's your call on the play? But the call had already been made, and it's Kansas ball.
Wow, there have been some questionable ones here. But it doesn't matter. That's the law of the court. You got to move on.
Final minute.
This is one where you got to score or get fouled.
Graham wants the ball screen again. He's going to take the three again.
And under again.
Ellis saves it into the hands of Lucas, but now Cousins has it for OU.
You just can't allow a three here.
Timeout, Lon Kruger.
But he's got more than that as an option. I mean, Isaiah Cousins has been terrific all game long. Try to get some ball screen action.
And away from the ball, Graham gets called for a foul. Devontae Graham's even pleading his case to the opposing coach.
He did miss it. Holy cow. That might be the most surprising thing of the year. Wow. I mean, he never misses.
90% on the season.
To a three-point lead. And then it's all about guarding the three-point line for Kansas. Boy, what a game this young man has had. You can't emphasize enough how important Devontae Graham has been in this game. The job he's done on Buddy Hield, the job he's done offensively, the job he has done leading this team on the road in a difficult environment.
Two huge free throws, a career-high 27 for Graham. Shot clock turned off. They'll go home with the three or the quick two.
They got to get to the rim.
Cousins. Trailer down with a rebound and a foul.
See, that's a bad shot by Isaiah Cousins. You got to get to the rim and extend this game.
He was fouled. Can he make the second one? Yes, he can. Two-possession game. Hield tries to lean in, misses it. Lucas over the top for the rebound, and the Kansas Jayhawks.
What a win for Kansas.
They beat Oklahoma for the second time this season. 76-72. They pick up a huge road win here in Norman.
You're 19-1. It is fun. Right now, challenge Aldridge. Go right at him again. Go right at him.
Clemente. Sutton right into the chest of Aldridge, who stood him up and comes up with the ball and is fouled by Kelly.
but he wouldn't buy it. He played defense. Right now, they're going to challenge him. He just elevates his hands like an umbrella. Good defensive job by Aldridge.
It's a visual medium, you know.
Let's see what he does on the line now. He's a 73% shooter.
Double bonus both teams the rest of the way. 2 shots. But because of his unusual delivery, he'll get some of these sometimes. KU gets the ball back.
KU has gone. They have missed 4 of the last 5 free throws.
And they're a good free throw shooting team, at least better than K-State. KU is up at 71%. K-State down around 65.
They got to want to get the ball in Collins' hands.
And another foul.
And that's going to frustrate any coach in a one-point game. You're down 1 and a team that attempting to be the #1 team in America is Taylor.
Now, this is a bad trip down at this end of the floor for K-State. A lane violation, then they can't get the rebound at their end of the floor, and then a foul that was unnecessary, shouldn't have happened, and Taylor knocks down a couple.
Does a great job converting those 2. Leading scorer on the USA team under Jamie Dixon, who won the gold in New Zealand. Now, right now, it's big. The right people have to have the basketball. You got to make sure Pullen or Clemente want the right guys to shoot.
Clemente, good show there by Aldridge. Kelly, cross court. 10 to shoot. Pullen misses the 3, but they get it back.
He didn't really have a good look for that 3. Collins was right in his face.
I'm going to be seeing that in my nightmares.
Ugly. All right, let's see if they're going to screen here. Oh, little matchup right here. I got Taylor playing against Clemente.
Into the final minute. Stolen away. Great defense by Tyshawn Taylor.
He's been really a positive force off that bench. Gives him good size in the guard spot. A little exchange. A little bit weave on the outside. You can jump switch.
And Taylor turns it over to Magruder. Count it!
He's been big in the last 4 games. He's had 4 consecutive double-doubles. Here he is, the spin in the lane. Ooh, one of those close calls, charge or block.
And a good free throw shooter as well, Magruder. 78% on the season. He gets 1 to tie. Judge for Magruder. Judge in for defense. 1 second between the game clock and shot clock. Tie game, Kansas ball.
Full court pressure defense. You got to try to keep it away right now from Collins if you're Kansas State. Pullen's got to try and deny him the ball. You don't want Collins to beat you. See, right now he's denying him the ball. Pullen's trying to keep the ball away from Collins.
Bill Self will use his last timeout.
Here we go, baby. Here we go. Will Kansas be #1 in America? Or will they be rocking here? Alternate possession. You make the good play, Kansas State.
Denny Clemente just winked at this.
He's not nervous.
You know what? These kids are intense.
Well, here it is. Collins has the rock. They got the right guy with the ball. They're going to spread the court. A little 1-4. And he's going to drive. Is the one guy. Oh, he went down.
K-State's got it. 3 seconds. Sutton.
Did he get fouled? Did he get fouled? He wants a foul, Fred Boyd. He wants a foul.
We are going to overtime. Amount of intensity tonight, but also some great sportsmanship, some smiling. Everybody in this building is having the time of their lives here tonight.
Kansas State only had 5 turnovers in the second half. Amazing. Kansas had 23 turnovers against Missouri and blew them out. Crushed them on a glass like a 2-to-1 ratio. See, they're zoning up in that area there with Aldridge. He just played in 3-second area.
Sutton over Aldridge.
Terrific move by Sutton. He has to play passive in there.
Well, we have seen at times some triangle and 2 by Kansas. Playing a 3-man zone, but playing a man-to-man on Clemente and Pullen.
A lot of teams will do that to those guards.
Taylor too strong, but we've got a foul call.
You must have jinxed him. You didn't jinx him. Just about it didn't go down. Just like when fans in Kentucky were telling me, the president came out and talked to us the day we lost to South Carolina. He cost us the win. I said, no, baby. Devin Downey cost you the win.
1 of 2 for Taylor.
Georgetown played brilliantly, but those clubs get everybody's best hit everywhere they go. I mean, they really become a standard where clubs elevate their seasons if they can get a W against them.
And this is the best K-State team that Kansas has played in a while. They're 17-3, 13th in the nation. Aldridge got a piece of it. Kelly follows up his own miss and is fouled. And Kelly at the line 64% on the season.
You know, we're in overtime. Kansas came in this game, 4th leading scoring team in America, 85 points a game.
Kansas has been more often, but a shot a slightly worse percentage. Rebound to Markieff Morris. 2 critical misses by Kelly.
We're talking about critical in overtime.
He's hanging his head a little bit. He's got to forget about that, play some defense now.
Pullen's doing a good job keeping the ball away from Collins.
Taylor with a big basket and a foul. Kansas State looking for the lead. Clemente with the ball. Pullen running around some baseline screens, trying to get free.
Stepping out, Aldridge, he does a great job stepping out.
Clemente misses the 3. Markieff Morris the rebound. Now what do you do? 5-second difference, game clock and shot clock.
You got to foul. You got to foul.
But you don't want to foul Collins if you can avoid it.
But you can't let him take all his time now.
They're going to play it out.
You're going to foul Morris.
At this point, they're going to play it out. Timeout, Kansas.
And the crowd, they just keep poised. Get the ball in the hands of the right guy.
Collins gets inside.
Oh,
what an incredible play by Sharon Collins.
But he's done that his entire career.
This is a guy 2-3 minutes ago had trouble walking off the court, comes back in and makes the play of the game.
Absolutely the play of the game, Dan. Look at the super strength on that body to be able to challenge the defense, to hang in the air. This kid made an incredible drive.
He missed it, but Aldridge the rebound.
One All-American makes a big play, and then the other All-American.
Another missed opportunity. Look at the...
And now with Kansas. You can't lose on your home floor if you're dreaming of winning the conference championship.
And the Morning Star has made it a 2-possession game. Heartbreak for Kansas State. And give KU a lot of credit. Bill Self yelling, no fouls, no fouls.
Give Kansas a lot of credit for the way they hung in there with foul trouble. Aldridge with 4, Morris with 5. Big offensive rebound and a missed free throw by Aldridge, and an incredible play by Collins to win the game.
It'll count for Pullen to make the final 81-79. Kansas wins on the road, and they're going to be the #1 team in America when the new poll comes out after Kentucky lost earlier this week. Heartbreak City for K-State, but what a gutty performance by Kansas here in as hostile an environment as they'll see all season.
He shook him off on the inside. He's looking at the clock in the other end. He knows it's not down to 10 seconds yet. It's inside. Now it is. Now he wants the ball. Now he wants it. Normore penetrates, drops it off to Piper, and the buzzer hits the field goal. They use the entire 45. 77-71. Inside of 3 minutes. Knocked away by Manning and out of bounds. Oklahoma ball. Kansas fans can thank his mom. She's the one that said stay in school. Race cut off at the baseline. They just can't go inside. Here it is. Stacey King. Not there. Kansas ball. Pritchard thought about going for the home run against Newton, and then he wisely elected not to gamble. They bring the clock down again, leading by those 6 points. 2:20 to go, 77-71, Kansas. They have hit 6 of their last 7 shots from the floor. Pritchard and Manning, the big men, being the step-out fellas. Manning wanted to take it himself.
Misses that time, though. It was too hard off the glass. And Blaylock into the hands of Grace, who misfired, but the foul underneath is on Newton. Oklahoma has scored but 6 points in the last 10 minutes of this game. And as a result, they have fallen behind by 6. Still has 2 minutes to play. Grace makes it a 77-73 game. Manning cross court to Newton now.
Great careful vision by Danny Manning. Was looking down the right-hand side of the court and threw it cross court to the left.
On the drive to the glass, he pushed up a second miss. 2 times in a row now, Manning has missed critical shots here for the Jayhawks. Blaylock's 3. Up over the top. Kansas ball, so it didn't hurt him that time. Billy, I think this one was easy. Home court, great player like Manning and a great coach like Larry Brown. I think you're always in a game with that combination. Normore is fouled by Mullins. Oklahoma will start to put them on the line. They'll be shooting 1-and-1, and they've elected to start off with Normore. However, this is a very talented Oklahoma team, and it would be extremely premature to write them off at this moment. Blaylock. Have you seen? Loose. Kansas ball. A big grab off a loose ball. Wish upon a star, Ryan. Your team is only 113 away.
Brent, that armband on Newton's arm is for Frank Williams, his high school coach out of Washington, D.C. Coolidge.
The rest of the armbands are worn in the memory of Roy Edwards, an alum who was very close to the program down at Kansas. 111 now, 78-73. It's a 5-point lead. Oklahoma has hit only 1 of its last 10 shots from the field.
Manning doing it all.
Grace glides and quickly calls a timeout.
That doesn't have somebody guarding the man taking the ball out of bounds.
And Blaylock has got it. He's got it from Pritchard. Grace's 3. Misfires. Manning goes after it. There's a foul on Grant underneath. And becoming the second all-time leading scorer in NCAA tournament play. Couldn't do it with that free throw. And Danny Manning has missed some important shots down the stretch. Kansas 78, Oklahoma 75. Blaylock in behind Manning, who had his back turned to him. And Mookie Blaylock has pulled Oklahoma to within 1.
Grace is the safety man.
They double up on Pritchard. Into Berry's hands. They want him out there to shoot a free throw. Quickly over to Pritchard. They move it to Manning. The shot clock is off.
And the foul is Newton if you get a chance.
They're keeping the ball out of his hands so far. Here's Berry. They will elect to put Scooter Berry on the free throw line. A 2-point lead.
That was a good-looking stroke, Brent. A lot of confidence.
Short on that one, but Manning has it knocked away, and there's a foul called on Stacey King. Danny Manning comes to the free throw line. .14 seconds to go. Timeout.
And indeed, that could be the case tonight for the Jayhawks of Kansas. With 14 seconds to go, Oklahoma must hurry, and they have not been too proficient from three-point line this half. They go for the 2 right away on a driving layup by Grace, and quickly Tubbs goes to the timeout.
Very good at this. He doesn't mind going in the trees. Good hesitation dribble. Then he makes the spin, goes under Danny Manning. Surprised Danny came out that high because he played kind of in Grace's hands.
Danny Manning now will come up to the free throw line. Now Danny Manning shooting to give the Kansas Jayhawks their second national championship. Kansas has won it.
It's mathematically impossible now, as long as Kansas does not foul, for Oklahoma to win the game. Larry Brown can't believe it.
The Kansas Jayhawks have beaten all odds. They have lost more games than any champion in the history of the NCAA.
In the game from the line, 2 for 16 from three-point range, and they're up by 9.
Up by 9. You got to credit the defense.
Kennard to a wide open alley. Got it. Down to 6.
So you cannot leave these Duke shooters. They'll self-calling a play right now. If you give up a tough 2, that's one thing. You give up an open 3, that's what can get you beat.
And Bragg taking advantage of the mismatch with Matt Jones, the assist to Devontae Graham.
Well, that was a big answer to that 3 by Grayson Allen. A really big answer.
Jackson got hit. A chance for a 4-point play.
You know, there's no reason to help there. Devontae Graham's right there to make Luke Kennard take a tough 2, and all of a sudden you give up a step-in 3 and then make it worse by fouling.
And Jackson converts on the 4-point play.
Duke is tough enough when you give up a 3. You can't give up a 4.
Everybody standing here at Madison Square Garden. Mason the drive. Lobs it inside for Bragg. And it's out of bounds to Kansas with 5 on the shot clock. Bragg deep in the corner. Wow. What a shot!
At 4 seconds left on the shot clock. What a pretty stroke by Carl Bragg.
Boy, 2 huge buckets for Kansas after a 3 and a 4-point play for Duke. Now Kennard on the drive, and it's back down to 4.
But at least for Kansas, they gave up a tough 2. They're not giving up a 3.
20 on the night now for Kennard, and Mason will milk the clock a little bit.
They're basically going to 2 guys in the corner, open up the middle for Frank Mason. Let him create.
Takes a bump and finishes.
They got to start calling this guy timeouts. I mean, he takes a beating and keeps going, keeps on ticking. He just body seeks. He goes right into the body of Emil Jefferson. Jefferson just brought those arms down a little bit. If he kept them straight up, I'm not sure that would have been whistled. But look how he keeps his eyes up. You know, I've said this before, your eyes make layups. And plays like that, that's the reason I think that Devontae Graham and Frank Mason may very well be the best starting guards in the country. And they play at both ends. They're excellent defenders, excellent passers, and excellent scorers.
Mason with 15 of his 19 here in the second half, and it's back to 7.
30 in the first game, 19 in the second, and counting.
Kennard with a soft touch on the runner. He's got 22. Kansas ball with a 5-point lead and 1:34 to go. Duke out of timeouts.
You ought to feel awfully comfortable with the ball in Frank Mason's hands, don't you?
And if he has to give it up, if he gives it to Graham, you feel just as comfortable there. Lucas, Vic, and Mikhailuk also in the game.
Good pass.
Vic wide open in the corner. Mikhailuk with a weak side rebound. But he couldn't finish.
Boy, what a rebound, and then just didn't make the layup. That was a big-time rebound by Mikhailuk.
Boy, another missed opportunity. What a huge bucket that would have been. And all of a sudden, it's a one-possession game, a minute to go.
Boy, what a turnaround. I mean, miss a layup, give up a layup. Now this is about getting a stop for Duke, and it's about being strong enough, if you're Kansas, to get a score. Score or get fouled.
He'll take a few seconds off to be sure. Shot clock now down to 15.
What a crossover.
Bumps with Jeter, and Jeter with a rejection out of bounds to Kansas, 10 to shoot.
Boy, that early bump. Thought Jeter could have picked up a foul there. That was good defense. That was solid. Really solid. Good job moving his feet.
Mikhailuk back into the hands of Mason. Shot clock at 6. Mason gets it off. Tough shot, and rebound comes down to Kennard.
Don't want to give up a three here.
Allen has it knocked away. Kennard on the drive. Jackson to tie it. Got it! 15 seconds to go. Kansas does have a timeout.
Bill Self going to use it.
Frank Jackson, the freshman.
Jones a great defender and bigger.
They'll let him catch it. 5 seconds to go. Mason the pull-up jumper. Yes! 1.8. Jackson to inbound. Matt Jones. And Kansas will win it.
Apropos of this game, Frank Mason, the toughest player on the floor, makes the winning play. How about that?
The Blue Devils go on a 7-0 run in the last minute and a half, only to have their hearts broken by Frank Mason III. The winning jumper, 21 points.
54-51, Kansas. Barr inside, he banks it home. 11 points, all in the second half for Brian Barr. And we've got a 1-point game. Collins. Robinson scoreless, pick and roll. Down the lane. Arthur, wheeling. That's right, your bigs are taking over, just like you said.
Well, you got to put the pressure on Davidson. That's where Kansas' strength might be. And you don't want to, if you're Davidson, you don't want your big guys getting foul trouble because not a lot of depth on that bench up front.
7 points for Arthur. Here's Curry. He's been quiet lately.
And look at the attention Stephen Curry gets coming off that screen.
10 to shoot for Curry. Guarded by Collins. 6 to shoot. Double clutch. And that one out of bounds. Contact, but no whistle. So here come the Jayhawks. Chalmers and Collins in the backcourt. Kahn, Arthur, and Rush.
Kansas now much more deliberate, trying to build their lead. Only 3 points, but still an advantage.
4 minutes to play. 56-53 inside Minnow.
I mean, it's no mistake, and it's not coincidental. Each time a Davidson guy receives, the first place his eyes go is to look for Stephen Curry.
13 to shoot. Richards turns the corner.
Everybody switches off those screens, and that time it works.
And he throws it out of bounds. 3:31 to go, second half. 3-point game.
And obviously so dangerous for Kansas because Davidson possesses a certified game breaker.
Collins draws Curry. Chalmers curls down the lane. Fired. Off the mark, loose. Picked up by Paulus Goslin. Richards, Paulus Goslin, Lovedale, Minnow, Curry. That boxing one once again.
Brandon Rush the chaser, and you look again. Stephen Curry as the one being guarded man-to-man, using himself as a decoy set. Screens trying to get guys open. Look at
Lovedale with the rebound, stripped out of his hands though. And a foul. Immediately after the game, except on the West Coast where it will be seen at its regular time.
Key development for Davidson. That's Lovedale's 4th foul. And I talked about going inside to the bigs to try to wear down Davidson. Lovedale has been tremendous inside playing his role. But the big people for Kansas, Arthur Jackson and Kahn, are 13 of 17 from the field.
Chalmers, stop and start. They swing it. Collins driving, elevates. Does it Kahn! And he will go to the line. Along with Sander. Kahn, a 54% free throw shooter. 1 of 2. Arthur tracking it down, and Sanders somehow managed to claim it. 2:14 to go. Richards. Curry working hard, poked out. Chalmers out of bounds. That should have been a foul on Barr. Chalmers poked it out of his hands, and Barr pushed him as Chalmers went diving for the ball. So here's Curry, the inbounder. Curry, stop and start. Dips inside. No. Loose. Rush with the ball.
And that's where Rush's length paid off. Got a piece of that as Curry tried to step in and still get it off. So creative with Stephen Curry in getting shots, but not that time.
Rush. Spinning. 19 to shoot. Drives. Now Collins with 10 to shoot. Big possession for both teams here. Here's Collins. Tried to cross over. Stolen. Richards. He's got Curry with him. Stops. A three. Loose. Rossiter can't hold on. And Rush comes out of the pack. 6 of 12 from the line today.
And that last play may have pushed that clock closer to midnight for Davidson.
Second one good. Are what guide us. They are the most realistic group there is.
Big substitution by Bill Self. He's deciding to go small right now. Wants the guard for the three-point shooter.
Curry off. Ball batted around. Rossiter hits the deck. And a timeout called by Davidson with 59.8 to go.
59 seconds left.
Inside Sander, and he's fouled. And he gets the roll. It's the second, kept alive. Paulus Goslin knocked out of bounds, and Rush tips it out of bounds. That's a good call by the official. Curry lets it go, and buries it. 54 seconds of play. Timeout. 59-57.
Plenty of opportunity to play some defense. Davidson does not have to foul.
Full court pressure. Paulus Goslin picks up Collins. Look at him slide. As Collins gets it over the line to Chalmers. 20 seconds to shoot. Chalmers. And Bill Self calls a timeout.
But if not, guys like Sharon Collins particularly have the ability to break down the defense without getting that high screen. Keep Arthur down on the baseline for the penetrating dish. But it's got to be a penetrating kick somehow.
Rush, the inbounder.
First they have to get it in.
And he'll find Collins with 15 to shoot.
Collins will be able to take Richard off the bounce.
Collins hands it off to Chalmers. He curls. Stops. Arthur, 5 to shoot. Collins, 3 to shoot. Lets it go. Off the front rim, no. And with 16.8 to go, Davidson with life. 59 to 57. In big moments, the stars have to step up. That young man. 25 points for Steph Curry. And Coach McKillop from Davidson calls a timeout.
Don't forget Bryant Barr, who has been red hot.
Barr lines up in the corner on the baseline. Here's Curry. He may not give this up. Pick and roll. Curry, 6 to go. Frees himself. Curry, 4 to go. Pumps. Kicks it out. Richard! And it's over. Kansas holds on. And the Jayhawks are heading to the Final Four.
Wow. Why did Stephen Curry give up the ball for one? And secondly, the way he's been able to go behind his back, penetrate, you wonder what they were thinking. You take a look here. Replay situation.
And look at the defense by Kansas.
Well, Richard, I'm sorry, not Richard, but ball in the hands Curry gives it back. And I'll tell you what, again, Curry has the ball. He's got the ability to go behind his back, picks up his dribble, and that's what hurt him.
That's just one of the wonderful crowds in college basketball. They have the lead now. First lead since the first half. Since a minute 10 to play in the first half. Graham with 11 points.
Now we got to see what Oklahoma, if they can respond. He'll look at me. I'm telling you one thing. They are playing him so tough to get the ball. Denying him the ball.
Cousins.
Not the shot you want, Brent. That's not the shot you want in that sequence. Not from a guy that's 1 for 10.
Inside of 3 minutes with the lead in the ball.
No self-coaching outside. He's going to need to stop here. Watch Ellis release the basket after a screen. There he is.
Inside. Coming down now on 6 seconds. 5. Drive. Graham rejected. Loose ball. Battle for it. And Cousins out of bounds. And that will not count. Will not count. There was only 1 second left. It's a good call.
It's a good call.
No question.
It's a good call.
2:30, and here we go.
Well, if you're going to go down the wire now, you got to get your guy the ball. Heel's got to get shots. Woodard could certainly make one as well, but they got to get some shots for their key player.
Heel off the iron. Jayhawks with a 1-point lead coming down in the 2-minute mark.
This game has been everything we thought it would be. It has lived up to all the hype. Spangler. Challenger now, Ellis. Showing patience, you're spreading the court. Little 3-2 set.
Mason on the drive, rejected by Latin.
Latin, some defensive player. Great timing.
For the lead, and rattles it in is Woodard. And OU leads it by 2 with a minute 39 remaining.
Every big play they need, Woodard has delivered. In the first half when it was struggling, major for Oklahoma from the fact that they haven't won here since '93, but more than that, to beat Iowa State and Kansas in 48 hours would give you the leg up on the conference play.
OU leading by a pair.
About time.
Ellis.
That's where I would go with the ball in the post. Great second effort.
Miss and ties it.
I would go to him more often. They got to get the ball in deep to Ellis. Good things happen when he gets the ball. Spreading the court. Trying to get a little isolation going. Uh-oh. At the 3 perimeter players, Cousins,
Woodard fires the 3-ball. Mason rebounds the miss.
And if I'm Kansas, I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to make Spangler have to play defense on Ellis in the box. Down in the post. I'm going to make him have to play it there.
Turn baseline, yes! Just what you said, Dick. And Ellis with 20 points.
There's Mason denying the ball to Heel. He's going to make him chase it way out here. Look, look, look. He's holding him. You can't let him hold him. The ref's got to watch that. Little isolation, one-on-one. He'll try to shoot over him with his size. Oh, he made him take a tough shot.
Fouled him on the shot. Heel with 31 tonight. 32.
Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? To start, take the shot. Great rotation. They can hold for the last shot. Usually the home club gets the advantage on the terms of the home club in overtime. Right now, they're going to have to defend Ellis. Spangler's going to have to defend him. They're trying to spread the court.
Coming down in 5 seconds. They got to go. Mason. And now a whistle. Is there a foul called by over the back on Lucas?
Oh!
Over the back.
Kansas.
Missed it. Lucas rebound at the buzzer. We got overtime. We still don't know who's number 1.
We still don't know. We got another 5, man. Another 5.
Woodard on a feed, kicked back out, Buddy Hield. Yes!
Show me a better offensive player in a major Power
5-point lead with that three deck. 2:17 to go. Buddy Hield's career high here tonight. 38 for Hield.
Well, remember what he said. I came back. I've never won in Lawrence.
2 minutes to go and trailing by 5 in overtime. Make it 3. Graham knocks it down. Now it's OU's turn.
What big-time players want to make clutch shots and deliver.
Woodard under heavy pressure that time, and here comes Graham with the Jayhawks down 3.
Now you got to think about posting up inside. He wants to shoot the 3.
He thought about it.
Yep.
Now he's going to go for it. Deadlock!
Why not? Why not? Everything's going his way. He's been sensational all night. Spangler's really been quiet. Spangler has really been quiet.
1 minute remaining. Cousins against Ellis. Kick back now, deadlocked at 86. A minute left in overtime. Now ticking down. But Hield threw it away.
Uh-oh.
47.9. Coming down inside of 40 seconds. Oklahoma wants it. By the athletes on both Oklahoma and Kansas. Fabulous night. Tied in overtime. And Spangler wanted it down low, and they couldn't get it to him. Ellis with good defense down low.
They got to bring the ball over the heel.
Isaiah pulls it up, misses, and Graham battles, and now it's last shot time.
Ellis time. Ellis time. I don't think that's the shot you wanted, Cousins, there in that scenario.
7.5 seconds and a timeout. Fires.
Oh, they got the ball back.
Jayhawks ball with 2.4.
Sometimes the guy throwing the ball in bounds is the most dangerous guy, stepping back.
Selden fires for the win. Double overtime.
Oklahoma can answer. Boomer Sooner, can they answer?
No foul on the outside.
Right now it's going for the tie.
The first one they waved off.
They waved the first one off, yeah.
So now we're tied.
Tied, yep.
Had to make that 3, yeah.
They waved the first one off. One that makes a defensive stop is going to have a chance to win. Neither club's been able to stop the other club. Get the ball offensively and be able to score.
Selden on the drive. Battle for the rebound. Loose ball. Spangler. 2:13 deadlocked at 94.
Well, they got the defensive stop they wanted. Now they got to be able to convert. Good timeout right there. Get them settled down. Stuart Scott. Booyah. Booyah for today. Rest in peace, Stuart. It's 1 year since we lost him. Spangler now. Nice pass.
Latin. Loose. Jayhawk basketball.
The open shot right there. He's not really a shot maker. He's a defensive guy. Got to block shots. You got to know who your players are.
Ellis is open. And Spangler rebounds it. Here come the Sooners.
You got to know your options on the floor, Brent. It's very important for players to understand strengths and weaknesses of their teammates. And you want to go to the guys that can make shots here at winning time.
Woodard off the dribble fires. Spangler's going to come out.
Woodard can make shots.
And Graham knows it. Inside of 10 on this shot. For the lead, short. Spangler and a shot clock violation.
Spinning the court.
Selden won't stay down. Spangler.
Good rebound right there. Spangler showed a little life coming up with that rebound.
Inside of 40 seconds. Deadlocked at 94.
There's Mason with the challenge on Hill. I'd like to get a screen on him.
Drive. Tap. Loose ball. Ellis to the floor. And up with it is Mason. Over now to Selden. Final 14 seconds of our second overtime. Last shot time.
Spinning the court.
7 seconds left.
He's going to penetrate off the bounce.
Mason pull up. And we go to a third overtime.
Wow. It's a big possession right now for Oklahoma. Might be that big one they're faced with.
Woodard to Spangler. Tap back by Latin. No, loose. Latin digs it out. Here's Buddy Hield. The three. Yes. Yes. A one-point game. 102-101.
What a great individual performance by Hield. Should have had the layup with Spangler, but they come up with three.
He's put 46 up. He's having an Oscar Robertson kind of night.
And he's still talking, smiling, enjoying playing. I'd enjoy playing too if I had that ability. Let's see what I can do defensively here.
Mason rattles. OU basketball. They can take the lead. It was Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield on the glass. It's got a little one-on-one now to try to get a screen.
Lucas helps. They seal it up. Here's Latin. OU takes the lead.
And the reason Latin got free was the help by Lucas on Hield. And Hield recognized that, and Latin converted the layup. And Hield's got to play Selden, too. So, I mean, it's not like he's relaxing on the defensive end.
Jayhawks are down a point. Selden on a curl. Wraps it up. They lead by a point with 1:13 to go.
Well, Selden showing why he's been a PTP all year. Makes the big play right there. Here we go, under a minute coming up. Lucas going to try to give help.
Woodard, yes, the three ball. And OU leads again on another huge three by Woodard, 106-104.
You know, obviously he's being outshined by the performance by Hield, but Woodard's been a star also.
The floater, short, tap, no. OU clears it, and the traveling call. And it's Jayhawk basketball with 46 seconds to go. Kansas down a deuce.
Amazing thing, this could have been all done about 40 minutes ago. Made free throw with like 1 second to go by Latin. We've been out of here. Unbelievable drama. Talk about drama.
And Woodard fouls Mason. For the tie. Rattles out. A 1-point OU lead. Timeout.
Timeout here.
It's been called by Kruger.
And Ohio State won that game 49-48. Each number one in the two different polls.
Oklahoma with the ball and a 1-point lead.
Not going down. There it is. They're going to go with their star. It's what I thought they would do.
But he spins, knocked away. Jayhawk ball. Here comes Graham. Graham drives, and the foul is called.
Ron Kruger told me one of the reasons they're all so excited about this year, they were heartbroken when they lost to Michigan State last year in the Sweet 16. Little fundamentals like that could come back to haunt you.
Jayhawks lead it 15 seconds for Oklahoma.
Going for number 32 in a row. Have not lost here.
Timeout by Kruger.
Oh!
They've turned it over.
Oh!
Here comes Mason. Fouled by Buddy Hield.
And then the foul. Look at the harassment. Great play right there by Selden. Tremendous defensive play on the ball.
Unbelievable job against a great score.
Yeah.
And now he has put the Jayhawks.
Yeah, Mason did a great job.
It's a 3-point lead, and OU has 8.6 remaining.
Don't let him shoot a three. He's talking about don't foul a three-point shooter shooting the ball.
Spangler knocked away. Buddy Hield fires. The Jayhawks win a classic.
You might be right. He got hit in the face there.
He is now. Coming right back to him. Gonna take it to the basket. No go. Kansas off and running.
Watch Newman in the corner.
Newman. Azubuike, no. Out to Graham, who's hit, no call.
Nice
Mikhailuk on the wing, wide open. Tapped out by Azubuike, and a back foot is out of bounds, back to Duke.
Look for Kansas, either the flash or preferably a screen and get a dribble drive, and then that lob to the big fella.
The last possession, Azubuike setting a screen on the ball.
Graham on the drive, got stuck, got it outside the big.
Mikhailuk, big time effort.
Both teams have been held scoreless. Tracy, thank you for the last 2 minutes as we approach the 2-minute mark.
Watch Newman on the baseline.
Lob.
There it is, set up for a screen.
And they tried that in the first half, Coach. Didn't work, but it worked then.
Boy, Vic didn't foul. He moved into one in the first half.
Allen flying in, and he is fouled.
The big fella set this all up. You can just see number 2 there screening the center. And they are just terrific at making these kind of adjustments. Terrific pass to the right angle, and it's Bill Self's words.
And I thought Rapp on that last possession, Grayson, who's struggled a bit from the field.
He stepped onto the biggest stage and started and brought Duke from behind against Wisconsin. And boy, does he want to have bookend Final Fours in his career.
Young guys around them. He's got to step up coming down the stretch. Almost like a switching man-to-man here. Good
Newman.
drive.
Over to the Sosa.
Nice kick, a little high.
That pass got away from him.
And I'll tell you, on the interior, Wendell Carter walling up without fouling. Newman went at him. Wendell Carter with 4 fouls.
Well, he had the right idea. Great location for a kick to the wing.
Allen into the paint. Waits, puts it up, another whistle.
You can see he wants it. Just take it over.
So the Duke fans, since the age of 8, they've changed it to Newman. They've changed it to Newman. So break for the Jayhawks to bring Mikhailuk back to 3 with 1:25 to go in a 3-point Duke lead.
Covering the wings pretty good now. Newman has to drift out of the corner. Got to go. A little nickel dimer. Got to move the feet. You're in good shape defensively.
Somewhere on the perimeter, he is their closer and their best player here tonight.
Newman, this to tie it. Wow, boy, that was a long shot. Pulled down by Bagley.
Plenty of time, too. They got great guys to turn the corner. And of course, the ability to lob an offensive rebound prevails. Same play they've run successfully. Give it in.
8 to shoot. Carter.
Both hands now he's got.
The Sosa behind him comes up short.
Pull the string.
30 seconds to go. Jayhawks down 3. Don't have to get the 3 here.
No, go to the rim.
They're going to go for the three, though. That's the tie. Mikhailuk squares in at 72. Looking over at Coach K. He's not going to call time.
Let him go.
Going to let him go. Going to have a shot here for San Antonio. Down to 12.
He's got to make sure you check out and block out.
Grayson Allen with 7. The captain with 5. He wants it with 3. Puts up the shot, and it rolls off the rim and going to overtime. Twice it almost fell.
He's also doing a nice job with his footwork.
Duval. Oh, had just enough spin on it.
I think just hung on the rim right there for a few, but Duval so good at getting to the rim, and nice finish to start the second overtime period. Excuse me, the overtime period.
Trying to stay at home and contain. There's the overload.
There's Newman. Boy, has he been stroking these jump shots.
That overload, Jim, they didn't know who to cover.
He's got 22 for the game. It's tops for both sides.
And he is guarding.
Now it's Bagley. Gets around to the other side.
Well, he just loves that right shoulder. Favorite play. Couple of doubles. Not a good look. Anticipation.
And Mikhailuk knew it was coming. Allen's on the floor trying to steal it back. And a foul's going to be called on Duval.
With a perfect trap.
Able to get it out of there. And Graham sails it to Mikhailuk. Newman on the run, and that's going to be a big call. It's a block call against Duke.
Oh, we got to be careful.
Soares to pull that one down.
His rebounds are pretty impressive.
Oh, they are. 2 hands.
Duval. Hook shot. Oh, my goodness.
Who needs these post guys? Boy.
He leads Duke with 20.
And Jim, as we said, when he plays well, it is a different team.
Graham slipped. Fortunate to get it over to Newman. Takes a big step to the hole.
Ooh, how about that challenge?
So Newman to shoot a pair.
Well, he said he was one of the great talents.
Got them both. Tied again. 11 ties, 17 lead changes. And now in the first overtime. Maybe there'll be more as it's stolen away.
Don't go to the well.
Duval tried to do a little too much, splitting the trap.
Don't be in a hurry. Let it come. So you don't have the lob situation with this lineup.
Go inside the paint quickly, right back outside to Newman. He is on target tonight.
And what a flash and kick. Big time delivery.
Timeout Duke. Newman has scored all 9 Kansas points in overtime to put the Jayhawks up 3. Bagley out high with 10.
Get to the box.
Trent driving in. Blocked by Mikhailuk.
Oh, not a good shot there. Again, forgetting Bagley's on the floor.
Kansas going to use the clock here.
I like to get into it right now, though, particularly against the zone. Look at this pass.
And it's out of bounds. It's going to Duke, and they may look at this one again.
Yeah, I think it's off Duke.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Pretty good coverage.
Out high. Mikhailuk. Two players on him, wide of the mark, and it's a shot clock violation.
And great preparation by Duke. They were ready.
Not a situation on the offensive end. I think you got to go inside of Bagley. At least you'll get some attention. He can finish, or they get some opportunities on cuts.
It's a 2-possession game for Duke. You don't need a 3 right here. I agree. Get in the paint.
Allen looking for help. Goes down low. Bagley sets it up. Duval, that would have tied it to Sosa with a box.
Boy, nice kick out too.
Now Duke has to foul here.
And Allen does just that.
82%. Push it as quickly as you can. Be in the attack mode. Crash the glass.
That gives him 30 for the game. Ties a career high. Allen with the 3-point shot. Tapped out. Right back to him. Wants it again. It's short. And the rebound by Graham with 18 seconds. Bagley up ahead.
Oh, they don't. Wow.
Tried to save it, Trent. Right back to Newman. 10 seconds to go.
Rolling around the rim, but
this was just great theater.
You got to tip your hat to Kansas.
They start the year thinking championship, both these programs.
Third time's going to be the charm for Graham and Mikhailuk. Allen's career is going to come to an end here with a long shot that drops, but only 3 seconds to go. And that is going to do it. Kansas is still dancing and heading to San Antonio.
And that would be the way to go, I think.
Martin. Tough shot. Oh, he got it right off the top of the window. Number 4 for him. Martin giving huge boost off the bench for the Jayhawks, who lead it by 4. 2 shots for Bacot, who's 7 out of 11 from the line. Tracy, over to you. Bacot, 98 rebounds in this tournament and hits 2 big free throws.
Manic's got what he wants inside.
Love, though, wants it. Love.
And Manic got the rebound because of that mismatch. Remy stuck on him. Boy, has he played well.
You said it best. They didn't see it, but Love getting to the rim. And Martin unable to box out Manic. Manic been kind of quiet here in the second half. Big time offensive rebound.
Yeah, he hasn't scored in this half. Got 2 free throws coming. Graduate transfer, played 9 games in his career against Kansas.
Power. They pushed him under with that strength. Plenty of time. Dribble drive, fine.
7 to shoot.
What a screen by McCormick.
Martin shot.
Oh! Whoa, the little guy. Big time ticker for the moment.
And he settled down once he got his 2,000 point, and he's been unreal since.
And he pointed at Jim.
Love with the layup.
McCormick just backed off, didn't want that foul. Smart play, really. Got to keep Manic off the glass.
Love.
And they don't.
Oh, Manic. You saw that coming, Raf.
Goodness. Nobody sought out Manic. Rising to the occasion. Woo, I think we all ought to grow a beard. We can play this good. Dribble drive, attract attention. Brady, alert. Hara, Oklahoma, smiling big time. Big time finish. A little back cut they like to run.
And now Wilson. They've got Manic behind McCormick. Misses the hook shot, but got it back. Wants it again. Wants it. Puts it up. Got it.
That's what they want from him. Get involved.
Love. Takes it in. Martin got a hand on it. Knocked it out with 6 to shoot.
You said it. He was determined on this play. Missed the first shot. Had 2 people on him. Was not going to be denied. Beautiful touch. And Raph right here, the little fella.
Remy, you don't see him soaring big time. Big play. 6 left. Short clock now.
Bacot with 4.
He
slips on the floor and he's hurt. He is hurt. He slipped and he is still down.
Use that wide set they like to run.
High-low action right now.
Yeah, that's their game right there. McCormick, you got to go up.
Bannock trying to keep him away, and he hits another one. 2 straight down the floor.
Got to go quick.
19 seconds.
Oh, a settle.
Way outside.
A settle.
Ball tipped around. Carolina got it back. 9 seconds to go. Johnson, who's back out here, short with the shot. Manning kicks to the corner and throws it away.
Unbelievable.
They go to Love. Love's going to be the one to take it. Puts up the shot. It's off. The game is over. And Kansas completes the biggest championship comeback all time.
Lake John has had 7 kids from Laurinburg in his program at one point.
Well, there's the first pressure free throw on the front end of the 1-on-1.
With 2:12 to go. They may be going to use him on defense and get him out on offense.
Bangs them both. 9-point bulge now. It's a 16-4 stretch here for the Tigers.
3-point shots have got to be in order for Kansas.
They were 5 down at halftime. 14-point swing. Chalmers had to give it up. Arthur way outside. Hits a sweet shot for a 2.
And Jim, that's the worst shot you can take in basketball at this time. 1 foot farther out, you've got a 3.
They get an outside shot that comes from one of their biggest players.
Right. You're looking out here, you probably want to put Taggart on the line.
Collins with the steal. He got it over to Chalmers. Back out. Big 3. Hey, hits the shot. We're down to 4.
That was the play they needed.
Makes the steal. Hits the 3.
Full court pressure here, Jim, and there's a quick foul. But what Memphis might be thinking about is going long against this pressure.
And you got to think this is one of them, though.
Absolutely.
Douglas Roberts with a 1-on-1. His team 7 of 10 tonight. And coolly knocks it down. One more. Calipari calling this the dream team.
Even if he makes it, it's just a 2-possession game still, but I think they need to be looking 3. 2-possession game if they can get 3s.
Will the dream come true, or will Kansas come back? 1:30 to go.
Taking a lot of time to get this shot up.
Chalmers. Trying to step back, trying to find some open space for a 3. It's not there. That's going to be Dorsey's 5th.
Oh, not a good foul, but Dorsey got caught on the switch. And there it was, the Georgetown team back in his home area. Very proud of that victory.
Kansas has made 8 out of 9 at the line tonight. The last 8 have been good. 1-1, Chalmers. Back to 4, 62-58. Gets rid of it in a hurry. Douglas Roberts, he wants to get to that free throw line.
You better be careful out there. You've got Chalmers and Robinson, 2 great stealers of the ball, double teaming him.
Chalmers makes an appeal. He thought he made a clean play. 83% in the tournament at the line, and he shot 60 free throws. 1-1. Not this time.
Dropped his hand down. Did not stay with that shot. Don't need a 3 here.
They're going down low. Arthur puts up the shot, banks it in, inadvertently rolls around the rim off the glass, down to 2.
But Jim, they will have to give up the ball here. They can't hold it.
Kansas on a 9-2 stretch. Almost. Chalmers. Anderson calls timeout with 44 seconds to go. What a championship night. What a game it's been. Defending Rose. Driving is Douglas Roberts. Shot.
Great job by Rush.
Here comes Collins in Kansas. The 2 will tie it. No whistle at the other end. Memphis with the numbers up ahead. Douglas Roberts will take it to the hole and it'll go to the line.
2 losses in the 50s. One to Indiana, 69-68, and one to the triple overtime to North Carolina, 54-53.
2 shots here, and that one's woefully off the line.
But you see how he pulled back, Jim?
Is that point that was reviewed and taken away off the Rose shot again. Really missing by a wide margin, but it's Dozier keeping it for the Tigers.
Now they can hold it all the way here.
And a foul first. It'll send Rose to the line. They're in the double bonus.
He backed off as well.
Wow.
You look at where his feet are compared to where he released the shot. He's back 1.5 feet.
It's called pressure. He's got one more, and Kansas, at the very least, will have a shot to tie it with 10.8 seconds.
Stayed with that one.
Kansas has made only 2 threes on the night. They must make one here to extend the game. Collins driving, almost lost the handle. Chalmers for the tie. Got it with 2 seconds. Unbelievable. Dozier at midcourt for the championship. No, we're going to overtime in San Antonio. At the top of the key with players draped all over him. Only the 3rd three of the night.
And that was all net, Jim, but again, free throw woes, and we said, can you make them under pressure?
Overtime coming up for the national title.
That's what you said.
Oh, the steal. It's Collins. Trying to get past Rush. He's looking over to Rush. Rush waits with the body control. Kansas up 2 in OT.
So, lack of ability to make in clutch free throws.
Collins had some clutch plays, didn't he? That steal on the 3, that was huge. Laying it on the rim, and Arthur knocking it down. Chalmers to Arthur, and Kansas is up 4.
No Dorsey.
Now can open up the gap at 2:45 to play in overtime.
Chalmers should have been cutting baseline.
Gives it back. Arthur swings it over Jackson, and the big guys do it again inside. Douglas Roberts. Be 2.
Much better job there.
Down to 4. Douglas Roberts wants it, kicks it. Dozier. Back to Douglas Roberts. He'll step back for the 3. And Jackson muscles for the rebound. There's Rush left alone. Dozier defending. Shot short. Rush again. This time lays it in.
Poor defensive balance.
Rush broke early. Back up to 6.
Now you got to go 3.
Minute to go.
Got to go 3.
Douglas Roberts, here's it. Here's the shot. Got it. And it's a 3-point game with 56 seconds. Snaps it over to Collins.
So you really have 4 ball handlers on the floor right now. That was a dangerous pass.
Dozier almost got there in time. They skip it back over to Chalmers. And they'll send him to the line.
Wow, I was surprised at that.
So Chalmers, after he hit the 3, the Kansas fans will never forget. And he delivered on the 1-on-1.
I didn't like that strategy.
The senior right here on the Final Four floor the day before the semifinal. Now up to 5.
Rose has got to bring that and pick that ball up. You can get it.
Well, he waited a while, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
I thought he was threatening a 5 count.
Could have had a 5-second call.
Douglas Roberts short with the lay-in. Ball on the floor. Taggart tries to get it over to Rose. Kansas fighting for it, too. And the arrow is going to Kansas.
Now, Taggart was going to try to call timeout and probably should have.
It looked like he was trying to get there, trying to get his hands in the timeout position. Right here.
You're right there. You see, he tried to call a timeout and saw a teammate.
Kansas ball with 30 seconds.
How about a back screen for Dozier on some kind of lob? They don't have it.
How about Rose doing something here in overtime?
He's got to go quickly.
Douglas Roberts. Long with the shot. Collins with the board.
Got a foul.
They get Collins after he passed it away.
This will be 2 now, right, Jim?
It's double bonus the rest of the way.
Last time Memphis in a championship game, they had UCLA 39-39 at halftime, and then they got
How about that one? Rattling around, spinning around, and dropping. And now the one that could make it a 3-possession game.
Touch, you stay with it.
Yeah.
How many different objects did that hit before it went down? The old Michael Jordan, Larry Bird commercial.
Guys, their biggest lead of the night. Memphis, desperation time. They were so close to seeing the dream become a reality. Rose with the 3. No. Rebound, Arthur. Kansas can taste it. They come back from 9 down in regulation. A Kansas comeback for the history books. Rock Chalk Championship. Kansas takes the title.
That, my friends, scouting, preparation, Bob Huggins and his staff, great job of challenging on the dream.
Missed them both. Hit the backboard first.
Not even close. They better lock up the three ball now because they're going to be looking for that three.
Graham for three. Got it!
The three ball can change things quickly. It's the deal if they make their free throw. That's big right there.
2 at the line for Tariq Phillip. Mason will drive it with the left hand.
What a terrific drive right there by Mason. Petersburg, West Virginia.
The lead down to 5.
Well, he looks really good on the free throw line. You can feel the intensity of how much he wants to win. 4 in a row.
Runs down the loose ball. Graham on the drive. Draws another foul.
You don't want to foul there. 14 with a couple minutes to go. And here it is, you're fighting for survival. Played here at Kansas. His name, the Michelangelo of coaching, Dean Smith of North Carolina. He was unbelievable.
Phillip turns
look
it
at
over.
this.
Mason can't run it. Lucas goes. It's a three-point game. Right foot gives the foul.
Turnover City. Turnover City. And there's the follow-up on it. This shot. Talk about hungry kids that want it. They're not true fans.
5-point lead.
Look at that pressure now.
Mason needs help. Valuable seconds ticking off the clock.
Well, it's a big time possession.
Graham for 3. Yes!
Oh! West Virginia played for the first 35 minutes. Never, ever count out the Jayhawks.
Adrian gets it into Phillip. Tough spot. Double team. Throws a wild one. Bolden lost it. Kansas has it.
If I'm West Virginia, I think I'd rather have somebody else throw the ball in other than Adrian and get the ball to Adrian.
Mason may have been fouled on the drive. He was. Frank Mason is about to go to the free throw line to see if he can tie it with 21.6 to go.
Can you believe this?
This is incredible.
An incredible turnaround.
West Virginia has a timeout left.
They've been panicking against that press.
We are tied.
We are tied. Can you believe it?
Carter gives it up to Phillip. 6 seconds to go. Phillip with 3 seconds to go. Tries a 3. Off the mark. Bolden's got it. That won't count. We are going to overtime. Under a minute and a half to go in the first half.
As they double up on Mason.
Graham for 3. Got it.
They lead.
Has his pocket picked by
Good
Jackson.
play right there.
Crosses over. Got it.
What a big time offensive move right there.
Bragg in the corner with 10 to shoot. Jackson bails him out, lost his balance. Somehow finds Bragg, 5 to shoot.
Bounce.
Devontae Graham for 3. Whoa! And now you can't wait if you're West Virginia. Ahmad will drive it and throw it down. He's 73%. His first trip tonight.
Can't feel sorry for themselves right here. Under 37 seconds left.
Mason gets it across.
I'll tell you.
A near steal from Lamont West.
It's amazing. I can't believe what I'm looking at. Scoreboard.
Myers fakes Mason. It's a 3.
He can shoot the 3 ball.
4-point game again.
It's his strength.
You have to foul Landon Lucas as quickly as possible.
Carter certainly came on. Missed him.
2 misses. But Adrian lost it out of bounds.
Can't believe that. Cannot believe that. The magic of the 5 has raised its head big time. And now they're here down 4.
No timeouts. Jackson throws it away.
Tariq Phillip can't score it. There's Adrian with the follow. It's a 2-point game. 8.8 seconds to go.
You got to foul right away now. Try for the steal.
West Virginia gets the press set up. It's into Mason, and he's fouled.
Oh, he's in rhythm. When you look at West Virginia, I still have chances of going down. That's academic.
That's the last thing Kansas wants to do is foul.
Mason showed he's an All-American here late in this game.
West for three. Mason's got the loose ball. That'll do it.
Jackson going left. Rejected. Robinson with the block. Kansas back in possession. Elijah Jackson for three. 5 feet behind the three-point line. Drains it. Kansas with a 1-point lead. They will meet in St. Louis on Friday night. Kansas continues in this triangle and 2-ball. Purdue trying to hold out against the second seed Jayhawks of Kansas. Shot clock to 2. Here's third. Rutherford had it knocked away, but it's picked up. Oh, what a play! This time Johnson, perfect pass to Taylor. The Jayhawks within 1. We are set up for an unbelievable finish. Down to 5. Batted away, stolen by Elijah Johnson. Johnson to the rim. Kansas by 1. Down to 10. Hunter looking for the shot. Robinson is on it. Final seconds. Could do it. And Kansas has to be aggressive. Don't worry about fouling. You have every right to this ball, just like Purdue does. 2.5 remaining. Well, they got a piece of it. Here's Smith. This is for the tie.
Defensively, he's got to really rein himself in to not come up with that 5th foul. He can't look to go for steals at all. Just be solid defensively.
What a pass from Elijah Johnson.
Here can dribble drive you, Tyshawn Taylor.
Peahan inside, Robinson off the glass.
Ratliff has the 4 fouls, Vern.
Oh, what a find. It's Pressey again. Rutherford. He is now 4 of 7 at the line today.
Positioned themselves about 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
In terms of trying to close it out after having a lead. Pure.
Smooth.
Offense, defense substitutions here by Frank Hayes. Done a nice job. He's going to get Ratliff out of there now.
And Taylor on the floor. Here's Johnson.
Not opposed to a good look at the 3 if you get one. And that's what they're trying to do.
There's the dish. Robinson. Oh, he went down hard.
And he's
fouled. He is perfect at the line today. And appears to be just fine.
That's beautifully executed, partner. A little dribble weave action. If the 3 availed itself. They've done all of the above. Can they get a stop here?
10.1 to go in a tie game. It's Pressey guarded by Johnson. Takes it all the way. Block. Tip. Overtime. How fitting in the 267th game between these 2 old rivals. Robinson. Mr. Robinson, of course. Missouri has Pressey, English, Dixon, Denman, and Ratliff.
And Ratliff playing with the 4 fouls.
For 3. The first lead. Robinson, yes! Thomas Robinson has 27. Denman for 3. There's the answer of the season secure. 27 points, and that is his 11th rebound. Taylor, quick. Floater got 2 more.
With Danny Manning as his captain in 88. From the corner. A forced shot. Loose ball.
Just settling and not probing and driving as much as they need to. I think Steve Moore will be back in the game.
Getting ready. From the corner, English. Back outside, Dixon. Guarded by Tyshawn Taylor. This for the lead. Yes! Denman!
Now Kansas, similar situation prior to the end of regulation. You go inside fairly quickly if you can.
What do you mean like that?
Picture perfect. That's the inventory of late game plays that every coach has.
Right.
He showed us a little something different here. Knew the goal was going to pressure up. You still want to have some time if you don't score to get an offensive rebound or foul to extend the game.
Denman. Jumper. Got it! 12.1 to go.
Got to get back to
Tyshawn Taylor off the glass, and he'll shoot free throws.
In this situation. You think I care?
Kansas leads, 8.3 remaining.
But you got to go faster than this.
3 to go. Robinson backs away. No shot. KU wins. The Jayhawks came from 19 down.
And because of his misses, Deshaun Thomas to run when they clean the rebound.
And there is Kansas in front.
74% on the year.
It just hasn't been.
Sometimes, though, a guy who struggled gets a free throw. Defending Robinson with Ravenel, and then they'll try to get Thomas back into the game when Ohio State gets the ball back.
Stolen by Kraft. Kraft shielding and putting it up and in. Aaron Kraft with a huge moment in this game.
Got to get the ball inside to Robinson. Get the ball swung. Get it moving.
Taylor waits, and he is able.
Substitution catching Ohio State without him being able to get back in the game.
Kraft, no, and tapped out. Taylor has it. To Clifford, and he is hit hard by Ravenel. We saw his brother. 1:37 to go, and we're tied.
Kansas switching the crosses on the perimeter. Rutherford matched up with Kraft.
Buford blocked by Withy. Johnson, no one cuts him off. Banks it in.
Need to attack quickly. It doesn't have to be a three-point shot.
Here is Thomas. Thomas for the tie. The shot, no. And it's off the foot of Withy, who tries to save it. Back to Ohio State. Thomas again. Put back by Buford with authority with 9 seconds to play. Down to 1.
Made or miss. You've got to push the ball and make your decision accordingly. Time and score.
2 shots for the third-team All-America.
With a three-point lead. Beyond that, you've got to put pressure on the inbounder and try to force a tough shot.
And again, Ohio State, no timeouts. They have to react immediately.
I would foul as they cross half court before they get there. You need to make that pass. Now you foul. Now you definitely foul.
Hey, Kraft tried to launch it like it was a shot. Ohio State's hit its last 12 free throws. Got that one. Well, here we go, guys. It's all coming down to this. Kraft. They're going to say he left too soon. A lane violation on the shooter. Boy, he fired it up and took off.
Yeah.
Here's the inbounds pass. Kansas uncontested. They pull off the comeback.
Tyler Ulis has played every single minute. Do they have enough gas left in the tank to pull this off?
And still no Briscoe. Hawkins in the game. Wildest, what a play.
He is unbelievable. Well, he's got enough gas in the tank. When you talk about him being smaller, is he big enough? And I said earlier in the year, if you're good enough, you're big enough. And this dude is good enough to play with anybody.
23 points, 5 assists, 3 steals, and 1 turnover. Mason. Traylor with a follow.
And that's why you want to drive it. You go after the block shot. It opens up the offensive glass. Traylor was right there.
Labissiere back in for Kentucky, and he puts the Wildcats back on top.
Wait, how about that kid? Well, he has been criticized all year long, and that's not been unfair. But for him to come into this game in this atmosphere and be unafraid and knock down that shot at this stage of the game, boy, that's impressive. Give that kid a lot of credit.
Mason the drive.
And Frank Mason is just body seeking.
They were last year in this building in 2006. Kansas won that one. Shot clock is down to 5.
And that's why John Calipari called that timeout, so they wouldn't give up anything easy off out of bounds underneath.
Offensive rebound, Ellis. Selden into the paint, left it short. Another offensive rebound.
Well, you give so many chances. And Marcus Lee had to come back into the ball game to help grab a defensive rebound because Skal Labissiere is not a rebounder. It's not. He's 7 feet tall. He doesn't grab rebounds.
Traylor.
He got 5. Yep.
And that's it for Lee. Another miss. 1 week from tonight at 7 Eastern time. KU has now missed 7 of its last 10 free throws.
That means free throw box outs are a big deal down the stretch. Back in that hybrid defense.
Boythra slams it home.
Now that is the way an athlete takes the ball to the basket. Wow.
Kentucky back on top as we move into the final minute of regulation here at Allen Fieldhouse.
And Isaiah Briscoe playing with those cramps. You might want to go right at him.
Covering Graham. Instead, it'll be a throw for Selden. Kansas back on top.
Remember that Oklahoma game, there was not much room at all, and the referees tell Frank Mason to stay back. Look, there's very little room.
It's going to be Murray to make a play, and he puts Kentucky back on top.
Well, what a play by Jamal Murray. Just got right into the chest of the defender, pulled back. And what a sweet touch.
Just a fraction of a second between the game clock and the shot. Oh! Murray with a block from behind, but it's out of bounds to Kansas.
And that was as clean as they get.
Ellis the handoff to Mason. Back to Graham. Graham the drive, shovel pass, Ellis. And he is fouled and will head to the free throw line. No timeout, shot clock turned off. Here comes Wildest. He wants a ball screen. He lost it, and it's Kansas ball.
And if you're able to throw long, you can get more than that.
Got to get it in. Mason gets it off. Oh, almost hit a half-court shot at the buzzer. He has struggled since, just 2 of 7 since.
Nice back door.
And Selden will go to the free throw line.
And well executed. Well, Selden came into this game. It wasn't like he was shooting the ball extraordinarily well. He was 7 of 20, his last 22 from 3.
Well, he's playing like a Wooden Award candidate. He's on that midseason list right now, one of the 25. Hybrid defense again.
Yep. And they're just that triangle. They're just packing the paint and then reacting in the last part of the shot clock.
Graham chasing Wildest. Labissiere turnaround jumper.
Well, there you can see the skill that so many people have identified in Skal Labissiere. He lacks strength, and he needs to become a better rebounder, but he can shoot it and he can block shots right now.
Tied again. Not for long. He hasn't been good tonight. He's been sensational.
He's been great. And that's the way a man takes the ball to the basket and finishes. What a big-time play in a big-time game by Wayne Selden. Still just 1-1. They're missing the front end. That puts Kentucky in a bind.
He's now missed 6 of his last 8. Kansas with the ball in the lead.
Kansas running a play called 1 down. Here comes the ball screen.
Mason now with a switch. Labissiere on him.
Even though Kentucky's short on numbers, and this has been, as we mentioned before, a war of attrition, there is still a long way to go in this one.
3-point game, 2.5 to go. Kentucky ball.
Murray has got to be active, and Murray can be a screener as well.
Wildest has it taken away by Graham. Selden fouled and will head to the free throw line. So somebody like Briscoe or Murray is going to have to cover Lucas.
Frank Mason left him hanging.
And his monster night continues. 32. 32.
He matched Buddy Hield's 32 that he got at LSU. And Wayne Selden has a shoe untied, but so what? Everything's going well. Got away with a walk there.
Hawkins the corner 3. In and out. Lucas secures the rebound. Mason behind the back. And now he'll slow things down.
Use some clock, make Kentucky guard you. And then remember, there are no shot blockers at the rim.
Mason sheds Briscoe. Now pulls it back out again with 7 to shoot. Briscoe the foul. Well, they missed a lot early, but they're making them when they need to now.
Me hanging.
Yeah. Wrong guy on the wrong night to leave hanging. 6-point game.
Well, this defense has been a real puzzle for Kentucky.
Wildest no. Ellis the rebound.
And Ellis the blockout. That was a big-time blockout. Got to think about fouling here.
Into the final minute, and now Murray wraps up Lucas.
And Kansas is in control, but there's a lot left to do here for both teams to get a win.
Kentucky cooled off as Briscoe started hot and then went cold.
Well, to give up 41 free throws and still be in the game is remarkable for Kentucky.
Murray fouled by Lucas. They are well underway in Cleveland right now. Green the rebound. Dribbles out of the double team and finds Selden. And it'll be Selden going to the free throw line. They can just about salt it away here with another trip or two with some points at the line.
I'll tell you what, Kentucky's played hard. They've turned the corner.
Ellis another offensive rebound. Poitras got a hand on it, and he will earn Kentucky a possession. It's out of bounds off Selden. You're disputing the disputability of that call?
Disputing the indisputability.
Hey, we haven't checked out of the game either, folks. We've been here for 45 as well.
And Naismith lives, doesn't he?
20 seconds or so just before the tip, and you and I have been very fortunate to do a number of games here. But every time you and I come here and do a game, it makes the hair on the back of your neck, because we don't have hair on the top of our head. It makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. I mean, it is a spine-tingling experience here just before the tip.
No question. And they're going into Rock Chalk right now to salt this one away. But Kansas has to be very pleased to, in a game where it was difficult to guard the ball and keep these Kentucky drivers in front.
They'll go to 2-0 in overtime this year. The triple overtime win here over Oklahoma, and now an overtime victory over Kentucky as well. Just a great game and a great atmosphere tonight as Euless knocks down a late three, so he's going to wind up with 26. Career high for him. And that'll be all tonight here at Allen Fieldhouse. Wayne Selden and the Kansas Jayhawks win a thriller over Kentucky.